You're not going to solve this war anytime soon. You're not going to get a meaningful peace agreement. You're not going to get a ceasefire. It's going to be settled on the battlefield. And furthermore, I believe that this means that relations between Russia on one side and Ukraine and Europe on the other side are going to be poisonous for as far as the eye can see. And this is going to have, I believe, hugely negative consequences for Europe. I think that the April 2008 decision to bring Ukraine into NATO was a catastrophic decision. And we have not seen the end of all the damage that's going to come from that decision.
You are part of a school of foreign policy called Realism. What is the realistic possibility for Europe to prevail? I mean, is there a path, do you think? If they had sufficient willpower, if they had sufficient commitment, if they was prepared to, if the Matthew Syeds and the political elites of Europe had their way and could back it with the hard power necessary, is there any way for them to actually bring Russia to a weak position where it needs to do a deal and starts accepting concessions? And they start to get something that looks more like the kind of deal they would accept, i.e. more like a victory for Ukraine?
I don't think that the West, and especially the Europeans, have the tools to bring the Russians to their knees. You'd have to bring the Russians to their knees, both economically and militarily. You'd have to put sanctions on them that hurt much more than the sanctions that have been put on them so far have hurt. And furthermore, you'd have to inflict significant defeats on the Russian forces on the battlefield. And I don't think the Europeans or the West more generally have the wherewithal to do that. I think it's quite clear that's the case.